r/AskReddit. What is a lesson you learned too late in life? You can't love someone into loving you back. Oof, that's brutal but too real. Being alone is less lonely than being married to the wrong person. Never been married, but watching both of my parents be deeply unhappy in a loveless marriage for 30 years has been extremely upsetting. Don't beg someone to be in your life. Please don't. Not in words, nor in actions. I've never begged verbally, but I absolutely have through actions. Staying with people through them being completely shitty to me, allowing them to choose other people over me repeatedly, allowing them to take advantage of me and always going back. I wish I gave half a shit about myself back then. Oh, the time and heartache I would have saved myself if I'd truly known better. It's okay to fail. That's how we learn. I used to be so afraid of failing that I never tried. That I am capable of success. I spent so long doubting myself and not doing things because I didn't think I could. Some people just won't admit they're wrong. Don't waste time trying to get them to accept it. Wasted too much of mine own time trying to correct people. That the disappointment of your parents will be far shorter lived than the unhappiness you'll endure by trying to make your life fit their perfect picture. People aren't as smart as they think. Brush your goddamn teeth. Brush your tongue. 2. That's where stank breath lives. Just because someone seems nice at first, doesn't mean they're a good person. Don't kill yourself working at a job that would replace you without a second thought. This one is so important. An early career lesson for me was to set boundaries with your bosses. You can't really help people who don't truly want to help themselves, unless a person realizes, admits, and is receptive to being helped and helping him/herself. You're just wasting your energy and probably adding to your own stress. You don't need a million friends, maybe less than 10, maybe 5, good friends. Put a lot of effort into those relationships instead of spreading yourself too thin. Feels harder as the world is so transient these days and people move all around the world. It's easy to lose and gain friendships very quickly, or even if you maintain long distance friendships, they are more difficult to maintain and may not be as impactful to your social needs. Listen to your grandparents' stories and ask them as many questions as you can about their lives and family history, etc. All 4 of mine passed when I was too young to truly appreciate any of the above. The importance of dental health. I didn't take care of my teeth in my youth, and now that I'm older I very much regret it. Finally, something 10 out of 10 dentists can agree on. That other people don't care what you think. They're more worried about themselves, and you aren't the first thing on their priority list. Could have saved so many headaches if I knew this years ago. Smoking isn't worth it. As a smoker, completely and utterly agree. If you wait till you're ready, you'll be waiting forever. You can be the best driver on the road, but you can't control everyone else. Always keep your head up and drive safe. It is important to talk about your feelings, and it is okay to get help if needed. I can do it myself. Now that we're in the digital age, I learned how to change my windshield wipers, trim my rabbit's nails, repair screened windows, replace my sub pump. I always felt like I missed out learning hands-on thing because my dad checked out early. Nah, girl, you can do that shit on your own. Not everyone is down for you like they say they are. Ride or die is actually usually ride until it gets a little uncomfortable or inconvenient. Then you're on your own, but when my life goes up in flames I will expect you to throw yourself in front of a bus for me cause we ride or die. LOL. That everyone is making it up as they go along. Your teacher, parents, pastor, army generals, CEOs, everyone. No one has 100% true answers. However, success in life is about being decisive. Get enough information to make an intelligent decision, then confidently act on it. Others will think you have all the answers. Never trust your boss or co-workers to not stab you in the back for their benefit. Sometimes you just have to let stupid people be stupid. You can never truly know someone until money is on the line. Signed a lease with my ex-best friend right out of college and he ghosted me and moved somewhere else, leaving me with a crippling financial situation. Luckily, I landed a great job where I could afford the entire rent payment, but if I hadn't, I genuinely have no idea what I would have done. It's not too late, but I've learned that in certain situations where there's an opportunity to be accepted or rejected, whether it's work, romance, etc., sometimes the worst thing someone can say is no. You have to take chances sometimes, and although it can be scary and outside your comfort zone, you'll never know what could have been unless you go for it. Inheriting money is the best way to become rich. Working your hardest and going above and beyond at your job doesn't guarantee you'll get any farther there. It will guarantee an unrealistic workload and pace that you can't maintain for the long term with your employer though. No better way to burn yourself out into total misery. The best place to be with work is just doing your job and clocking the duck out. You're far more likely to advance at a career by being well liked. Do yourself a huge favor and just strive for middle. Take an opportunity to shine every once in a while. And maintain your mental health so you aren't a dong to your co-workers. I'm 33 and it's taken me this long to truly and fully understand this concept. Average is not always a bad thing, especially in corporate America. People who can frame everything to make themselves the victim are actually pretty toxic and most likely are the actual problem. It is okay to walk away from toxic family. I am not the monster they paint me as. I can't fix or save them. I can only protect my kids. To try harder and focus while still young. I didn't start caring about actually having a career or making a decent income until after I graduated college. Now I'm having to struggle with money, work a full-time job I hate, and do school part-time so I can finally get a job that pays well and something I'll hopefully enjoy. If I don't enjoy it, well, at least it will pay well. Spending a few extra seconds to be kind to someone else. Person checking you out the grocery store, tell them thanks, I hope you have a good day, or asking how's your day going. Going through a drive-through, say please and thank you after ordering. I worked drive-through for years and people are so rude, but a little politeness goes a long way, especially in times of COVID. People have bad days and it bleeds into other aspects of their life. Show compassion and you could change someone's day. I go out of my way to go to a coffee shop where the baristas ask me about my work at the university. Sure, it's part of their job, but it makes me feel a bit more special about my work. Gives me the extra boost for the day. Always put knives in the dishwasher with the blade facing down. Hand wash them if you want them to last. There's never a good time to change things. You just have to choose when you're gonna make the change and put the time, effort, and discipline in to make it happen. Example for me is quitting smoking. For years I told myself that I would quit smoking when things settle down and over a weekend where I'll be home and stress free, but then I would always start back because some stressful event happened and I needed it to help cope. The fact is, shit's always gonna happen, but the difference is I need to change how I react to it. But that method is helping me in other areas. I used to game heavily and procrastinate on my adulting duties. Often I would neglect them as I would get so into a session I would lose track of time and be tired. I still do it from time to time as I'm working on changing my approach, that is, I will dust and vacuum everything before I get on. But it's absolutely nowhere near as bad as I used to be. You know what you need to change. Just start on one thing. Mine was quitting smoking. Since then I've focused on my health by walking more and exercising, as well as using my newfound time gained from each 5-minute smoke break I had to invest into myself. It's okay to say no. Don't even try to force a deep connection with a narcissist. From my experience, they're not capable of intimacy or a friendship that goes beyond the surface, so you'll only end up hurt and abused. Mental health issues left unchecked will ruin your life. Save for retirement, and set up your 401k contributions to increase by 1% each year, preferably timed for when and or if you get your annual increase. You won't notice it in your paycheck, but it will do wonders for your investments. Save every last dime you can early and buy a house. After you buy a house, everything is downhill from there. Also learn whatever you can get your hands on as soon as possible. It's still doable later, but it's harder. The amount of knowledge and experience you can get will ensure you can do more later in life. Lastly, For the most part, don't give a duck about what others think of you. Your happiness mainly depends on you in so many ways. Emotionally, jobs, education, and hobbies. There are 7 billion people in this world. You aren't the only one doing it, feeling it, going through it. You aren't the only one and won't be the last one. Go do what you want and be happy. Most rapists are people you know, not the guy in a dark alley. You can't achieve your way out of childhood trauma. The Human Resources (HR) department is there to protect the company, not you. Don't ever think you can lean on HR for anything. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.